Hello and welcome to the Damn Good Podcast. This show is going to take you for a ride. I'm going to share what's going on in my life and the insights that I find along the way. We'll talk mindset, fitness, tactics, and business strategy. The big question, what do I need to do today to get better tomorrow? I'm Dillon Mitchell and this is the Damn Good Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to today's show. If you're watching on video, I did get a haircut. It's been a while, a few months, I think 3-4 months since I got a haircut, and it felt great to go in to get a haircut, all that kind of stuff. What I found interesting, and in case you're watching this years later, we're in the time of COVID, and it has been crazy to see what is happening. One of the things that is unique across a lot of forms of business and industry is the adoption, the pivots, the innovation that has had to happen for businesses during this time. For barbershop in particular, there were 2 barbers in there. They were checking people in, which you had to check in online, and then they'd check you when you got there, take your temperature, all that great stuff. Yet, it is not the most efficient way. Wait times were fairly long. Granted, you could check in online, which I didn't know until I went to the barbershop. But I also noticed that they had to do additional training. And no matter what you might think of how this is going on or why, there's a lot of regulations, a lot of guidance for people just to do their jobs. They want to do great work. They want to go to work. They want to be a contributing member of society. By and large, most of us want to do a good job. Most of us want to work. Most of us want to do the right thing. Not all the time is it always possible, and we might have differing beliefs in what we individually believe is the right thing. So in that, these barbers, you had to wear facial covering, and they had additional training, barber side training, and the certifications were posted up on the wall, kind of like you see their license to do cosmetology, all that kind of stuff, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, don't you guys always clean up all the time? Like, this is, so now they're going above and beyond to make sure that their place of business is clean. There was nobody waiting in the waiting room. You had to wait out on the street or the sidewalk of the business park. A lot of these types of things got put in place just for them to operate. And what I want to say that's going to be really a life lesson, not just during times of COVID, but there's going to be a lot of other times in your business life, in your personal life, that you're going to need to innovate, that you're going to need to pivot, that you're going to need to bring additional tools into your toolbox to make sure that you have the right things to move forward with. And I know that's not always easy to do, and it's really not always easy to identify. Some of the things with COVID, you're able to easily see what you need to do to be able to operate. And in the future, for your own business, those things might not be as easy to identify. It's pretty easy to see, okay, we can't serve anybody, but we're a restaurant, we do food, okay, we can still do takeout. Oh, we can only eat outside, great, we're gonna put stuff outside. Oh, it's Tucson in the summer. All right, we need to find some water source and misters so we can cool this place down to still give people comfort in eating. So it's not just 110 degrees in the sun, right? There are specific ways that you can innovate that are sometimes pretty cut and dry. Other times it might not be as easy to identify those next steps to take. But that is going to be your need, your job as a CEO, as a founder, as an entrepreneur, to find ways to innovate. And even if you're not a founder, an entrepreneur, a business person, you're still a husband or a wife, you're still a spouse. And in that, it is your responsibility to make sure that you're doing the right things, the things that you can do to move you and your family forward. Whatever that might be, to innovate how you do chores or commute or what schedules look like. There's always something to look at improving in your life. Some aren't that easy and some are fairly straightforward. So that is this episode of the Damn Good Podcast. and join us back here tomorrow. Thanks, guys.